Bodo community in Gokano local government area of Rivers State, Nigeria, is one of the communities in Nigeria flourishing with natural resources. The major source of livelihood of the community members is fishing and farming. In 2008, the story of this beautiful land of Bodo community was not the same. There was an oil spill from the Trans-Niger pipeline owned by Shell Petroleum Development Company, SPDC, which affected their major source of livelihood, thereby increasing the cost of living and endangering the health of the community members. The case was taken to the London court, which the Netherlands Embassy decided to mediate between the SPDC and Bodo community on possible ways that agreement can be reached and access can be granted to SPDC to clean up the oil spill in Bodo Creek. With the help of the Netherlands Embassy, an agreement was reached to carry out a cleanup of the oil spill by SPDC. L'amour Corporations, in conjunction with their Nigerian partner and representative, Geolee Global Resources Limited, out of many other companies that bidded for the cleanup, was awarded the contract in 2015 by SPDC and the National Petroleum Investment Management Services, NAPIMS. L'amour and Geolee carried out an initial mobilization to the site in September 2015, which involved the setting up of the project office and tents for training and a medical fitness examination for 400 community youths. Following this, IMO Level 1 training was completed for the 400 community youths. On 30th September 2015, protests from the community youths led to the shutdown of the site after the training. After several intervention meetings convened by the Bodo Mediation Initiative (BMI) between the community and SPDC, remobilization to the site commenced on 11 September 2017, with over 260 persons out of about 400 persons trained before. There were theoretical sections developed by L'amour Corporation, duly certified by Nautical Institute in the UK to carry out IMO Level 1, 2 and 3 training globally, focused on the basic shoreline cleanup and oil spill response techniques with respect to the various site scenarios. The work area covered about 600 hectares, which comprised of over 300 grids, each measuring 200 by 200 meters. The project execution included key activities such as sediment agitation, low-pressure flushing, and debris collection across the workable grids, and it lasted for a period of about 89 days. The objective of this project was to remove the free-phase oil trapped in the layers of flat mud and sediment, as well as on the water surface, with the removal of objects such as plastics, debris, sticks, and algae mats. For effective execution of this project, the 263 persons were grouped into 9 teams, made up of 5 response and 4 flushing teams, and each group was headed by a project team lead supervisor, HSC officer, site nurse, and the community foreman. The teams were spread across the work grids and given specific tasks daily. A general safety induction was conducted at the site office muster point. Workers were briefed on inherent hazards that may be associated with the project's execution and necessary precautions to be taken. Following the safety induction, personal protective equipment were provided to all workers. These included fire retardant coveralls, rain boots, raincoats, hard hats, hand gloves, life vests, and eye goggles. To prevent entry of unauthorized persons into the project site and for proper orientation of the visitors to the site, an access control point was established at the entrance of the site office area with a logbook recording the basic information of the visitors and time of entry and exit from the site. All visitors on arrival were given safety induction, highlighting the identified hazards and controls while on visits to the site. Some of the challenges encountered during this project were repollution, algae mat regrowth, work environment terrain, logistics, food supply, community workers' attitude to work, and excessive community demands. During the execution of this project, Lamore and Jolie received and hosted a number of high-profile visitors that visited the project sites to confirm and evaluate the project execution process. The visitors received on site during the project execution included the Netherlands Ambassador to Nigeria, the Nigerian Ambassador to Netherlands, the General Manager Government and Community Affairs from SPDC, Chairman BMI, MOSOP President, Kagote, Apex Sociocultural Organization of Ogoni People, representative from United States Consulate, Lagos, and Reverend Nemo Bassi. A new method and technology of oil spill cleanup was developed by Lamore and Jolie in the course of this project, which was demonstrated to the General Manager Government and Community Affairs from SPDC.
Project Director Mike Cowan, regular head of SCAPCON. I remain Lacey Mao, the Managing Director Jolie, working with my international partner Lamore Corporation Finland. We've been on this site for a couple of weeks, months now, and we looked at the challenge here, and we feel we need to think outside the box to do something new to get the oil out of the subsurface. Based on that, this very environment you've seen was flushed here for over 2 weeks. And most of the oil recovered there came from here. Reason is because this is the SPDC right of way, the pipeline, this area. So this is a hotspot of this site. We have gotten about 23 oil spills along that range and that range on this area. So this is the center of the contamination. We're here to demonstrate to you how to release the oil from the subsurface. Something we've just developed, looking at the problem as a solution. And we're going to show you how the oil below the ground will pop up on the surface and we'll collect it. So start the gen. Start the pump.
So those legs go.
We can take it, this 1 meter length, we can take it to any length, any level. Push it down. So 2 persons, hey guys, by the hand glove, actually, a hand glove. A hand glove. Be careful. That now, but I want it. But I know it one day first. But I know it one day. Carry it down. So this is underground flushing. So put it down. Push it down, small gently, small. Look at here. Look at what's going on here. It's pushing every oil from the subsurface. This one will soon open up, that will open up about 15-10 minutes time. The water underground will find its way and resurrect all the oil to the surface. Look at the oil there. Take the boom that way. Look at the oil there. That's the oil there.
That's the work of the boom.
To contain, to stop the oil so that we can collect it.
Well, how about putting the legs closer?
So you see the oil right there? Look at the oil there.
See your head. That's good, just like that.
Only here, that's the oil there.
It's coming out.
It will keep coming out until it's going to release clean water from the subsurface. That's when you see that everything beneath is good. It's bubbling here. Leave it for 10 minutes. You see the oil there? You see the droplet from inside. The water is now getting clean to show that the subsurface it has released everything. From the beginning it was dirty. You keep it, the more it stays, the more you're bringing out the water. You just keep going. So you could deploy 10 of these simultaneously with 10 pumps, and you cover a large area, and you keep going like that. Eric, the beauty of this, you are not agitating the soil, you are not disturbing the subsurface. The ecosystem is okay. If there is crap there, it's still going to stay here. Yeah.
Andy, what would the sphere of influence of that be? How far out would it go? It's half a metre either side. Half a metre? Yeah. Basically, look, it'll cover a 4 metre area. That 1 metre, is that 1 square metre? Yeah.
Correct.
So even into the centre, yeah.
It's going everywhere around
so
here.
You put a hole here, like there, see the water start coming up, see? The water start coming up. Can't see it through. Yeah. See?
You see the water coming out?
Yeah, it's coming, basically, so it covers the whole area.
You see it's coming. So if you even put a hole here, you also see the water coming up. It's boiling.
You made the hole then. Yeah.
It brings everything from within the area. You see it?
Yeah.
Good. So anywhere you open, you have new body of water coming out. So it's releasing from everywhere.
This would represent your most contaminated site.
Correct? We do this in a mud like this. If it is asphalt area, we do something different. So we're going to be doing a combination of different methods.
So if this is proven to work, then there wouldn't be a need for ex situ treatment.
Ex situ treatment would be for asphalt.
Yeah. But not with sediment.
Not sediment like this. You could also use this to introduce nutrient to it. Emulsifier to break up the oil. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for coming.
The various waste streams were segregated during collection and storage, and was first evacuated from the grid's location to a central storage location by speedboats, which was later evacuated to a disposal facility. A proof of this cleanup is the survival of mangrove replanted by SCAT team and other visitors, which already has sprung up on the site, and the clean water with which fishes and other seafoods can now survive.